guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to my 2025 Christmas holiday home tour. I'm super excited about today's video because you get to see my home all put together. You guys have seen the hauls, you see me decorating in my home, and some things you will see, but there is a lot you will see new today, and I am super excited for you guys to see it. Also, at the end of today's video, it is a very lucrative that you watch it to the end of today's video because we are doing an amazing giveaway. Yes, so at the end of today's video, I will give you all the details on how you can win something. No, this is not sponsored. This is something that I am doing from the goodness of my heart, from me to you. I wish I could give something to every single one of you, but unfortunately I can't. However, when the time comes, there will be more giveaways in the future because you guys are allowing me to do that. So we're not wasting any time. If you are new here and you want to backtrack and see some of my holiday content, it is here on my channel live for you to see. But guys, without further ado, I am not going to hold you. Welcome to my Christmas home tour. So guys, when you come into my home and into my entryway, I have this very beautiful mirror stand, and I think it's just oh so gorgeous. Now yes, I've had it for some years, but I feel like there's ways that I definitely took care of it. Now before I tell you about the details of this stand, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you, yes, my husband decorated this stand all by himself, and he did an oh so great job. So go ahead and let him know in the comments that he did such an amazing job. So on this stand, we have this very beautiful vase that I've had for years. Even when I have it styled for fall and summer home decor, I also have this. But I also went ahead this time and put in some beautiful frosted cherries that were actually purchased from Hobby Lobby. Everything you see will be linked in the description box as long as I am able to link it, and we will get you guys some comparables so that way you can take care of that as well. This very beautiful mansion is so gorgeous. My husband wants to create like a whole town, and I am oh so here for it. And I think every year that's going to be our thing, to pick up a nice new piece to add. It may not always, of course, eventually stay here. It may move into a different area as the collection grows, but for now I think it looks oh so gorgeous. It has lights and it also plays music. Now directly beside it is also this church, and this church is also beautiful as well. It also has lights and it also plays music as well. So at night, this entryway just looks so good, especially with the garland in the background and subtle hints of things, and as well as this beautiful snow globe. I think it's just so gorgeous. There is nothing about this that I do not like. We also went ahead and put some frosted wreaths to hang on to the front of the door, and I think it just really sets it off. I would have probably loved to add some bows to the top of the mirrors, but that's that. Maybe we can do that together next year, but I think for now this just turned out so gorgeous. So you guys have to let me know what you think of this space. It really wasn't much inspiration behind it on my part because once again my husband did this, and I love how it absolutely turned out, from the fake snow to the things in the garland as well. So yes, so let's move right along. So as we go onto the hallway, I did also of course decorate the bathroom really quick downstairs. So we're going to talk about what I did in that bathroom, powder room, and what you can do in your powder room just to up the ante a little bit for the holidays. And let's go. Now in this powder room, I wanted to keep it very simple. Now I don't have a lot of plugins throughout my home, but I do actually in the bathrooms went ahead and put plugins in just because I just love that fresh scent in a bathroom. And then we have a vase with faux flowers in it, as well as a reed diffuser, which you guys have seen before. Now let me tell you something that I did with the reed diffuser this time around that I thought was very intricate, very cute, and made sense for the space. Now when you have a reed diffuser, it comes with reeds, of course, for the aroma purposes. But I felt like for Christmas time, how I can make it Christmassy without actually having to spend money on something different was just to put some simple cherries that I had around from other home decor when it comes to Christmas things that go into the tree, those type things, and just stick it in here. And the actual look of cherries without having to try too hard or do too much. And I think it turns out well. Styling a bathroom with the children, especially a high traffic area, you just want to keep it simple and keep it very, very neat. And that's what we did, as well as from the faux plant, the little church, and of course, who doesn't love a holiday hand towel in their bathroom? Now, before we move along into the rest of the house, I just want to stop really quick at this little space, which is like a drop all catch all area, which is going to be my ottoman, as well as a nice green throw and some pretty pillows. I honestly didn't think much about this area because I just didn't think much about it, but I just wanted to keep it, you know, cute. Keep it simple, but also give holiday throughout. And I think I definitely achieved it, especially with these pillows, because honestly they were one of one. I did not find two of the red, I did not find two of the green, and I wish I did, but unfortunately I didn't. So I think when you fall in love with a pillow or something like that, when it comes to styling your home, put it somewhere that you don't need two of them. So if you have an accent chair around the home, an ottoman around the home, put it somewhere where you don't need two and you can make it work. Now let's go to the common areas in our home and talk about what we did there between the living room, the kitchen, and the dining room. Now let's go ahead and make the stop into our dining area and what I did in this particular space for the holidays. Honestly, not much. I added a centerpiece to the center of the table. I added some nice rose gold salt and pepper shakers, and that was it. Honestly, that is it. I don't think it has or needs to be too much, especially at a table we consistently eat at. Now, if it was a dining table, or if you have a dining table that is particularly just for the holidays or for show, we can do something fancy. We can have the nice saucer and place dinnerware on the table. But I think in the case that you have a table where you're consistently eating at, you have small children and things of that sort, it just makes sense to keep it simple. So we kept it simple with a very, very, very beautiful centerpiece, and again, as well as the very beautiful salt and pepper shakers. Keep it simple, keep it elevated, and you will continue to love your space. And as you add pieces that make sense over the holidays, it's just going to make you want to think about those purchases prior to making those purchases. You say, okay, I can really use this, and if I'm not using this as a centerpiece this year, how can I utilize it next year, and so forth. And yeah. Let's talk about one of my favorite places in our home. Well, the entryway was my favorite. I think everything is my favorite, but let's talk about this beautiful stand. Now, if you are not new here, then you know I've had this stand and I've had it meticulously decorated for the fall, and since I got it for something under $100, it's gorgeous, okay? But this time for Christmas, I wanted it to stand out and I wanted it to be gorgeous. So let's get into it. So with this stand, it is multiple shelves, and I wanted to create a way to make this very, very, very beautiful. Now, for starters, for something else I also want to talk about is this is a space that my husband also picked out the decor, okay? He picked it out, but I went ahead and styled things how I wanted to have them styled on to the shelf, and I think they're so gorgeous. Even from this very beautiful and crafty nutcracker, I think it was just so gorgeous. From the details of the beautiful nutcracker, as well as the gold Christmas tree, as well as the marble and gold Christmas tree in the back, I just think it's so good. You don't always have to do too much, especially when you're styling your space, but I think when you think about the little things that you think that wouldn't make sense, and when you put it together it makes sense. This is things that I do inside of the store, especially when I go into some of our local stores like TJ Maxx, Marshalls, Hobby Lobby, Home Goods. I like to sit still and play with things that are in different spaces, so that way while my mind is racing, I can see how it looks into my home. Regardless of where I'm gonna put it, it's just the idea of it already looks nice, so when it translates home, it's going to look nice. Don't worry about taking up other people's time, especially when you're a store. You're spending your hard-earned money, so you want it to look good, okay? Another one of my favorite pieces is this very beautiful angel. This angel in this globe is just so gorgeous. It was a piece that I saw and we immediately gravitated towards. We was like, immediately yes. I wish the, you know, the gold crystals inside of it just float at the same time while the light is on, but I still love the halo effect that it gives. Like, it looks really pretty. It's just a really pretty in a space, and it honestly deserved the space of its own. Now, as we were decorating the rest of this stand, it just made sense was just to throw things in here that just made a lot of sense. Christmas trees will always make sense for your space, especially for the holidays. And there is that, find a color that you want to stick with. Christmas is always to me red and green, but if you want to go with your neutrals and your creams and your browns, you also have that option. But I think that this is just styled so gorgeous, from the Noel sign as well as the deer. And let's talk about one of the showstoppers on here that I just cannot get past. This glass tree with built-in trees and a house inside of it is just so gorgeous. I also love the fact that the Christmas trees as well as the house has a lighthouse and it has lights in the inside of it, and it's just so gorgeous. Like, this is something I would anticipate paying expensive price for at like a Pottery Barn, but no, I actually got it for Ross, and it's so gorgeous. It was on the pricier side for Ross, okay, for Ross, but it is so gorgeous. I just could not leave it behind. It was literally only one. If it was more than one, baby, I would have figured out what to do with the other one and we would have came right on home with it. I think the thing about the holidays is just mixing and matching elements, mixing and matching your space. Even with going with smaller size Christmas trees, just to add a touch of Christmas to say it's Christmas, or even going with the larger ones. Always gravitate towards something that also has some light in it that looks really pretty. Nothing makes me more happier than being able to see my space and see the things that I spent money on be styled beautifully. And then the very last thing that we have on here when it comes to some prettiness is another church. And tell me she isn't gorgeous. Now, this particular church, now as you can tell in this globe, the bedazzle circles around while the light is going, and this just looks so good and so gorgeous. I think this is also one of my favorite pieces, and I'm so scared to like even store this stuff away because I just want to pray that everything of course is taken care of. And yes, but I just love adding pieces that make sense. This is battery powered, so this is something of course that I can turn off and on to my liking or whenever I want, and she's gorgeous. And for the rest of the stand, we literally just put pieces here and there. We didn't want to overwhelm the stand. We wanted the stand to look pretty. We wanted it to look gorgeous, and I am 100% sure we accomplished that. You guys have to let me know in the comments, how do you feel about this? I love this space so much. Now, before we go into the living room, let's talk about the stand behind the couch and how I basically just decorated. Very simple, very elevated. Now, you guys know I've always had basically like a home decor book which in this case I have this very simple Louis Vuitton home decor book that I have had for years. I mean years, 5 years. It's time to upgrade that book. But on top of that book, I went ahead and put a gold bowl on it, and then inside of the bowl we went with putting some acorns as well as some really pretty like ornaments that you actually hang on the tree inside the bowl. And I just think it just turned out so gorgeous. I thought it was really pretty, just a simple idea, something I didn't have to spend a lot of money on. I just reused ornaments that we weren't using this year on the tree and just put them inside the bowl, and voila, there you have it. And then directly beside it, we went ahead and went with just adding some candle holders and some faux candles inside of them. We went with like a very simple faux plant with poinsettias, and just gives off Christmas. And then lastly, the lamp of course was always there, and a random deer with some Christmas trees. So in a sense, you kind of see where you don't have to try, or you don't really have to do much to bring a space some life. And I think I did a really good job at keeping this particular space very simple. One, because we're always sitting on our sectional, and also two, in this particular cabinet houses our children's toys, so they're constantly in it. So I had to be mindful, of course, of what was going on top of it without worrying about things toppling or falling over all the time. Now this is the space where you can add a reed diffuser, you can add a candle. If you want to add some scent to your space, that's up to you. But I think the way that it's styled now, it actually turned out so gorgeous. Now here's where all the magic happens, the relaxing happens. Basically no magic, just relaxing and everyone socializing, which is the living room. Now here on the sectional, I kept it very simple, and when I mean simple, I literally brought back the throw pillows that I had on my sectional last year this year. So that was really something that I didn't have to splurge on, since I was going with green this year. Last year I went with red for the most part, and I guess I got the same colors in here this time. But I just said if it's not broke, we don't need to try and fix it. But we just went ahead and basically kept it simple with the throw pillows that we had before. Now obviously we had a different sectional, so this sectional makes it feel a little bit more nicer and a little more elevated. But for the most part, again, this was an area that I didn't have to actually splurge on. Now let's shift around and let's talk about this very gorgeous coffee table that, when I say and I mean, I got so much love and comments about it on TikTok, and you should be following me there. Let's talk about it. Now this coffee table, when I say it's a favorite of mine, it's a favorite of mine. It's incredibly gorgeous. I talked about how we picked up this table from Home Goods, which has a marble top, like yes, a real marble top, and a fluted bottom, and it is just so gorgeous. Now when it came to styling this coffee table, I talked about how I didn't really have an idea or inspiration behind how I wanted it to be styled. I just pretty much wanted to reuse what was on the table, as well as just to add the Christmas pieces. So that's what we did. So the coffee table books stayed, as well as this very beautiful bowl. It stayed. With the bowl, I added some very beautiful pearl ornaments on top of it that I weren't actually going to use on the Christmas tree. And then on the table, I went ahead and went with the beautiful crystal deers, as well as a very pretty green candle, since green was pretty much my color for this year. And then directly behind it, I went ahead and went with some very pretty white flocked Christmas trees with hints of gold on it. And then I put this very simple and understated green plasticky tree, but you don't realize it's plastic. It just looks really good for something so simple. And then directly beside it, which is the vase, was the same vase I had before. I tied some ribbon around it and made a little bow, put some cherries in it, cherries that I used last year that were inside of the tree. I just put them inside of this vase, and it just turned out so good. Now that is something you will see. I have a lot of bows everywhere. I thought that is something very inexpensive you can do just to bring Christmas elements into your space. So that's what I have done this year. But I think this table just turned out so gorgeous. Again, I get so many compliments, so many questions about not only what's on the table but where I got the table from. So I wish there are multiple ones that I can just link for you. All I can say is, if you can get to your nearest Home Goods and you see it, don't sleep on it. Take it home, think about it. If you don't want it at that point, you can take it back. But you guys know, once you see it and you leave it, it's gone. Now, before we get into this very beautifully decorated Christmas tree, let's talk about my TV stand and how basically we have it decorated. Now, this space was really a work of art. It really was just putting some pieces here from these simple little homes. If I'm being honest with you, these little tiny homes actually came from Dollar Tree maybe 3 or 4 years ago, and they're actually ornaments that you can actually hang onto the tree. But I said that they were big enough to be able to utilize if you were making a small village. I thought it was super cute and super neat to add to this space. Of course, we have the faux snow here, but being able to add these pieces just looks so good, especially from the snow globe, as well as the little Christmas card carrying the presents, as well as Santa. Now, a lot of these pieces are reused from last year. Now, when it came to this stand, we knew we wanted to hang our stockings here, but we didn't want to hang them off of the knobs of the stand. We found this very pretty wood and gold Merry Christmas for the stockings, and it's just so pretty. I talked about in one of my last videos when I was actually styling this space that I could not find the other matching stockings. Well, eventually I did, and now all 4 of them look the same, and it just looks so gorgeous. Like, it's just an elevated, elegant space when it comes to Christmas, and we love that. We love everything about this. And then lastly, off to the side, I do have 2 stackable decorative boxes that I've always had, and then I have another smaller size vase with some very pretty faux flowers and a candle beside it. And again, this is one of those little spaces where I also tied some ribbon around it, and I stuck some cherries in it, and it just looks so pretty, and it just makes it feel a little bit more, I don't know, it just gives more of a personal touch to it, because I know it's not something that I could just personally buy inside of the store. It just looks really good. Now, lastly, before we get to touch bases into the kitchen, let's talk about this very gorgeous and beautiful tree. To those of you who have reached out and told me my tree is gorgeous and we want the details and more about the details of your tree, I am here to share those details. But also, thank you oh so much for just being able to come and talk to me like a normal person, because I am a normal person, and share with me that you love something. I don't know, I guess in today's time, I get a kick out of people just being open and people just being honest. I don't know what it is about people not wanting to say something looks nice, something looks good, you did a great job. I don't know what it is. I don't know what the stigma behind it is, but I love that. And when y'all message me, thank you. Thank you. But let's talk about this beautiful tree. Now, something I also want to say is every year my husband decorates the tree. He really does. I think I get a little tired just from saying that it is a tall task to do, and also this was like his family tradition growing up decorating a tree, and I don't want to take that away from him. So I enjoy seeing him decorate the tree, make the tree look really pretty, and also of course, taking my input on some things when it comes to decorating a tree, but at the end of the day, it's so gorgeous. If you saw the video of the tree being decorated in style, you also know that he actually made the bows on the tree. He made the cute little faux green bows on the tree, and they are just so cute and like a personal touch to it. I know we see like the little red bows hanging off the tree here and there, but I thought they're really cute. A little oversized green bow draped on the tree throughout the tree look so good, and this tree just look so good. I talked about before how when you're styling your tree, have 4 different sizes of ornaments. I even can go with the larger size of ornament. This tree is a 8.5 9 foot tree, and it just looks so good. It's not too big for the space. It's literally like perfect. And having an oversized tree sometimes can get a little bit, you know, a little bit scary decorating because you feel like you don't have enough items. But mix and match ornament sizes, decorative ornaments, as well as adding some pretty flowers and leaves and cherries and things of that sort into the tree, and I promise you it will turn out beautiful. Okay, and lastly, when it comes to talking about this tree, your girl just loves pretty wrapping. I love pretty wrapping. I love pretty paper. I love all things pretty when it comes to a Christmas tree. Also, I want to go ahead and mention that I know a lot of people like to do Vlogmas. People also like to do where they open up a gift for 30 days or 31 days of Christmas or until Christmas. What I'm going to do this year over on TikTok, I'm going to do 12 days of Christmas. So now that I'm saying it to you, that makes it official. So we're going to do 12 days of Christmas this year, where either A, I open up a gift, or either B, I just showcase something around my home that can be very informative, and it can be something as simple as a coffee machine or something as good as a vacuum cleaner. Just something obviously you'll get to see, and it's also informative, but it just keeps you wanting to come back the next day and the next day. So make sure you are following me over on TikTok, and we have a lot of fun. It feels very personal to me, kind of like here, so we have a lot of fun. So when it comes to me opening up my first gift, starting off next week, you guys will be able to see what that gift is, and I'm super excited. Now, before I let you guys go today, let's get into the decor in my kitchen and just the space, just some of the things that I have done to my kitchen that I absolutely love. Okay, now again, this is not a space where we did a lot, but this is also a space where we spent a lot of time in here, so it really doesn't make sense to do a lot. Just add a few pieces here and there. As you see, that's not overstated. We actually added some wreaths to the cabinets. Now we only have 4 upper cabinets, so there is that. So yeah, so we added wreaths to the cabinets, and on the last 2, or on the bigger 2 cabinets, we added some bows to the front of those wreaths, and I just think that just kind of just made it a little bit more, like, I guess, homey and special. And then immediately directly behind me, I have my vase, of course, with my cooking utensils, and again, very understated but stated, I tied a ribbon around it, and then I have my candle going and some bells around the cutting board. I think that is it, especially when it comes to like this being the common area. It's literally right beside my stove and the refrigerator, so I'm constantly going in and out of the drawer, the refrigerator, so I can't have too much of anything anywhere, but it looks good. Now direct behind me is my very beautiful floating shelves that you guys have had the luxury to see me even put these floating shelves up here over the past year, and I have styled them oh so many ways, but this particular time I just wanted to keep it simple. At the very top, I have a Christmas countdown, which you guys have seen in the haul, which I think looks so good. I kept that simple. I put a little gold Christmas trees right beside it, and that was that. Now coming in on the second shelf of this floating shelf, I decided to obviously keep my gold spoons here because it's gold and it's Christmas. We all want a pot of gold, right? So I kept them here, but I also decided to add like a very simple yet understated little church right beside it, and I think it's so cute. Again, that is also an ornament for the Christmas tree, but it's big enough to just be a placeholder and be a little home decor. And then what I decided to do when it came to the wine glasses that I keep up here, I went ahead and tied cute little ribbons around the stem of it, and I just think they are so gorgeous. It adds like that simple touch to it, like the holidays. And again, this was something that I used from a piece of ribbon that I've had, and there you have it. Lastly, let's talk about this bottom shelf here. Now, you guys know before I just basically had my fruit here, and that was honestly it. But if you notice, I have a coffee maker now. Yes, I do. And also, if you notice, that means I listen to you guys. You guys told me that it would be a great idea if I turned this into a simple coffee station, and I said, you know what, I'm getting into my coffee. I do actually drink hot chocolate. I do actually drink hot tea, so why not make this like a very simple beverage station? So that's what we did, and I absolutely love how it turned out. We picked up an espresso. We had something even simple before, which was Hamilton Beach, and I'm not knocking it, that's just what we had before, but the taste difference between the Hamilton Beach and the Nespresso is like light years. Okay, it's light years. Now I'm wondering, what was I putting into my body with the Hamilton Beach? Okay, but we picked up this Nespresso during a Black Friday sale. That's basically a Christmas gift. Okay, and so I went ahead and kept the bamboo tray that we always had here. I kept the same little flowers we had here, but as you see, I added ribbon around it. The gold frother was actually up here, but I brought it down here because it just makes sense if I'm making my drinks. It's very simple and easy just to grab it at hand's reach, and I don't have to reach over anything at this level. And then on the other side, I still have my gold and black fruit bowl. It's obviously nothing in it right now, but I do still have it. And then I have those same cutting boards directly behind it, and then that is just something also where I tied the ribbon around it, and it just turned out so gorgeous. So, you know, we're like a family here. If you tell me to do something, there's 9 times out of 10 I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about how I'm going to implement it. I'm thinking about how can I make it a space that I would love based off your recommendations. And I absolutely love this. I'm also like, when it comes to coffee machines, I do like Keurigs as well, so I'm not against it because I also love the different things that the Keurig can offer. So it was just a price and a battle of the bands when it came to the Nespresso and the Keurig, and this time around we went with the Nespresso. So now let's talk about my kitchen island and what I did for this little particular space to make it very like elevated. All we really did was, I had this vase before, but I had the opportunity when I went back to Hobby Lobby, I saw the matching vase in the different size, so I grabbed it because I was just like, you know what, it just makes sense, right? It just makes sense. So I already had the taller one, I grabbed the smaller one, and this year trending is very slouchy greenery garland this year. So I got a few pieces and I put it inside of the planter or the vase, and then opposite I got these really pretty cherries and I put them inside of it, and it just, those two along, I thought they just look so good. And then of course, you know, I like to decorate in threes at 3 different heights. I went ahead and added this marble tray in front where it just has a reindeer as well as some really pretty trees as well as a candle. I think that's it. This island here, this is a space where our children if we're not eating together as a family at the table, they are eating here, okay? But when I tell you it gets a mess, it gets messy, it gets to be like a catch-all space, it literally sometimes gets disastrous, okay? So I just wanted to keep it simple where they can still eat here, not mess with any of the decor I have here, and it looks so good. Now again, as you see, this is something where I went ahead and tied ribbon around both the bases, and in this case, instead of adding red cherries, I added the gold ones, and I think it just looks so good. Again, it gives it like that personal touch where, you know, this isn't something that I actually purchased from the store. This is something that I decided to do on my own, and it just turned out so gorgeous. Now I know you guys have seen my beautiful black and gold chairs that sit along my island, and what I decided to do this year was to add some bows on the back of them. Now these bows, I actually found them like in the tree section because they're pretty large, because they can go on the Christmas tree, but I said I just need them very simple, understated, but pop to add to the back of the chair, and I think it looks so good. The most important thing is I didn't want the bows to obstruct with sitting down. I didn't want the kids to, or if anyone is sitting here, they constantly have to move them out of the way. I didn't want that to be a problem for them, so having them directly just on the back of the chair just looks so good, so good. And they even still have like the little string that you're supposed to hang them onto the tree. I never took them off because I said in the future, if I decided to kind of maybe years from now or next year not have them here but have them on the tree, I actually have that option, and they look good. Well guys, that's my home. That is my holiday home tour. You guys will probably see some bits and pieces of me when I'm in my bedroom and how I just put simple little pieces there to kind of make it like just a little Christmassy in those spaces. But honestly, that is it. I really hope you enjoyed today's video because this honestly took a labor of love. It took some thinking about how I wanted to style my space this year and how I wanted to include you guys, and I'm super happy about it. Again, if you would like to see a haul of some of the things that I have gotten from Christmas as well as some other Christmas videos, they are linked here directly on my channel. Everything discussed in today's video is linked in the description box, and things that can be linked directly while you're watching this video, baby, you already know it's linked for you. Okay, all in all, everything looks good. But guys, let's go ahead, let's sit down and let's talk about this giveaway. I am doing my first ever giveaway, and when I say you got some goodies, you got some really good goodies in here. As a disclaimer, I want to say thank you guys so much for getting me to this point where I am able to share my love with you guys. You guys are able to receive it in the most loving and supporting way, and as a thank you, I want to do an amazing giveaway, and I want to give somebody all of these things that I purchased. These are things that I love, near and dear to my heart, and I felt like, you know what, if you were to try it on your own, let me buy it for you first so you can try it out and see how much you love it. Now, after I showcase these beautiful products, I will tell you exactly everything you need to do in order to get entered for a chance to win this giveaway, and the giveaway will be announced next week so we can get it mailed out to you before Christmas so you can have your own little Christmas. Okay, so first things first, there is no secret that I absolutely love Victoria's Secret. I love it, everything and all things about Victoria's Secret. So you're going to get this very beautiful Victoria's Secret tote, which is incredibly gorgeous. It has the Victoria's Secret logo on the front of it, as in the VC, and as you see, the tags and everything are still on it, and then on the inside you have like 2 large pockets. Okay, but we got some goodies in here, and let's go through some of these goodies that you will be receiving. Not some, all of these goodies that you will be receiving. Now, first things first is, yes, you have this Victoria's Secret, a very beautiful bag, and then this bag, you will be getting a brand new robe. Yes, she is incredibly gorgeous. She is pink and white, and I just love her so much. I have something very similar, and I just wanted the person that was going to be on the receiving end of this to have something nice as well. And this cozy Victoria's Secret robe is definitely going to do the number for your morning routines, around the house, lounging. She's good. You're gonna want more. Also from Victoria's Secret, you're gonna get this very beautiful fragrance set. This is in a scent of velvet petals, very perfect for fall, but it's definitely elevated. It definitely smells really, really, really good. It comes with the mist as well as the body lotion, and it smells so good. Now, who am I if I did not include some Tatcha for you? Yes, you are going to get your very own Tatcha set. Now this set includes the rice wash, it also includes the lip mask, and it also includes the pumping dewy skin cream. And let me tell you, when you use this, it's no coming back from Tatcha. I apologize in advance of putting you on to these products, and you're going to love them, and you're going to have to pay for them in the future. The rice wash is a travel size bottle, but the dewy skin cream and the lip mask are both full size, and you are going to love it. And then I have a few other things in here from It Cosmetics that you will receive, as well as some skin moisturizer and things of that sort as well. Some anti-aging cream moisturizer. We all need it. I don't care if you're 22 years old, everybody needs some anti-aging cream moisturizer, so you're going to receive these as well. I was also able to snag you a pair of sunglasses from Nordstrom. Now they're not, you know, no Gucci or Chanel or Louis Vuitton. Yeah, but there will be signs when it is. But I went ahead and picked up you some sunglasses from Nordstrom, because I said, you know what, they're cute. They were cute on me, and I know they'll be cute on you. These are fire. So, and these are yours. Now, yes, I know you come to me for home decor, so who would I be to not include some home? Okay, so starting off, you're going to get this very beautiful jewelry box. It just looks very understated, but once you open it, on the inside, as you see, you have this very beautiful, you have this inside where you can have earrings, rings, necklaces, also, as well as this insert comes out. So you also have things at the bottom. I absolutely love this, because this one, if it's on your dresser, your nightstand, wherever you decide to have it, you don't know that it's a jewelry box. It just looks like a very beautiful decor, and I absolutely love it. Next things next. You guys always see my very beautiful Stanleys. So this time around, I went ahead and picked you up a very limited edition, Black Friday edition from Stanley. And it is so gorgeous. I honestly want to keep it for myself because I did not get one this time around. So it's incredibly gorgeous. It's going to keep your drinks hot. It's going to keep your drinks cold. It's going to keep ice in it for over 20 hours. This is a 16-ounce size. So this is perfect for like on the go. She is gorgeous. This black, this gold with this shimmer, oh, she is gorgeous. Now, yes, you got a Stanley. Yes, I know you like to have your drinks, but guess what? Yes, 2 weeks ago when we talked about Black Friday deals, I talked about the Keurig and how Keurig now has this mini made, and the Keurig mini made is smaller than the larger size, and that's for it to go into like smaller spaces. So if you have a smaller kitchen, if you have a bedroom that can accommodate for a little kitchenette area, if you have somewhere at work and you have your own office and you want to be able to have a small size Keurig in there, this is what that is. So I not only told you guys about the Black Friday deals, I also picked up a Black Friday deal for you so you can have it. So now you got your Keurig, you can put your drink into your cup and you can go to work, I don't care. Kids activities, I don't care. Just send me a picture when you do. So yes, you're going to get this. She is in black, and I could not figure out like what color to get, but I felt like just go with black. You can never go wrong. And lastly, but most certainly not least, we got a Home Goods gift card. We got Home Goods, Marshalls, TJ Maxx, HomeSense. You have a gift card to go and apply it towards your purchase, and yes, you are going to love it. Okay, so how are you going to enter to win? Let's talk about it. You're going to enter to win by making sure, one, you are subscribed to me here on YouTube. You're also going to write in the comments, what was your favorite video that I have posted thus far in my career of YouTube? I've only been on here 2.5 years. I know. But just go ahead. Just let me know what was your favorite video and why. And then just make sure you are following me on Instagram as well as TikTok. Yes, I will be checking. And once you have done that, just come back, comment on this video. It's done, Samantha, send it to me. And then basically I'm just gonna go in and put everybody that entered name into a drawing, and whoever name comes up, I'm so happy for you. I'm so grateful for you. Come share this with me. Share it with me, okay? Share it with me. But all of this is so for you. Thank you guys so much. Happy entering the drawing, and that's it. I'm gone. I will see you guys later. Bye.